is a very, very significant day. It's significant, if you will, not only for those of you who work in the media, but for society as a whole. It is important for society as a whole because press freedom is, if you will, an extension of freedom of expression. And where there is a culture of silence, where people are not allowed to express themselves through the traditional media, through the new media, through all forms of media, then you have a culture of silence which is not good for development of society.
As important to press freedom as protecting our media workers is the need for media to operate in an enabling environment with respect to policy. Laws such as the Defamation Laws and the Access to Information Act must be amended to enhance transparency and accountability in government, facilitate the free operation of media, and give voice to the issues and concerns of the people. In light of this, the MAJ has submitted to the Joint Select Committee of Parliament a paper highlighting challenges and introducing recommendations to improve the Access to Information Act. The Act is still yet to be reviewed and finalized by the relevant authorities, and we will continue our lobbying efforts until this is done.
However, we cannot deny the fact that the freedom to harness the power of information and communication technologies, and especially those of new media, played a huge role. How can we forget the images that flashed across our television screens when that young woman in Iran was murdered in the streets of Tehran in the uprising against Ahmadinejad? Or the images of people mobilizing against the dictator Gaddafi, or rebelling against Mubarak in Egypt. And now it's Assad's turn in Syria, facing the full force of the dream and aspirations of a people for political freedom. Indeed, media freedom is part of the package of fundamental rights for which people will strive. World Press Freedom Day was jointly established in 1991 by UNESCO and the United Nations Department of Public Information, which emphasizes the idea that press freedom should be understood as necessitating pluralism and independence for the mass media at large.